Christian Dior, creator of the new look, hated by most feminists, Coco Chanel included, but the reason I went to fashion school in the first place. Yes, I wanted to work for Dior, but life went its mysterious ways and I ended up in logistics somehow. Not so glamorous, I have to be honest, but very exciting, especially considering that I get to move these bad boys all around the world. His most perfect creation, the Miss Dior dress, or the blooming Bouquet dress. I wasn't able to find the real name of this dress. It was created in 1949 and even has an evil sister in black. It was then resurrected in 2012 in a more modern look with smaller flowers and some sort of an ombre feel. But I like the original better, so I will recreate it using paper. Yes, you heard that right. The company I work for was throwing away several boxes of old brochures that they don't use anymore, so I took the chance and I grabbed some for myself. Let's start this, shall we? First, let me introduce you to my tools.
I got an assortment of flower-shaped paper cutters, the normal ones that you can get at any crafting store. Because the flowers would be flat, I bought online a set of hat maker tools to make them curvy and give them some cool shapes. These are metal pieces that you attach to normal wood burners and they work pretty cool. Just be careful, they are really hot. Don't run away from me! And for a final detail, I got this beautiful set of 2 paper bead rollers from my friend Kelly. I will leave her link in the description below because paper beads are cathartic and emotionally pleasing to create.
I will start now with the paper beads because they are so relaxing to do and I'm very stressed right now.
First, I got my majestic manual paper cutter and I proceeded to cut triangular shaped strips of the internal paper of the brochures because they were softer to handle.
So I have now my paper triangles and I can use this little roller to make a paper bead. You just have to insert the paper in this little schnitz and then roll. And I am not joking when I say this is extremely satisfying. And then you just add some glue to the tip and roll it closed. Ta-da! Look at this pretty little bead. Aww. And now just do this several hundred times. I've been rolling for 2 hours already and it's kind of a sport, so I think I have to speed up things a little bit. I'm sorry, Kelly, but I need to make an upgrade to your tool. Trial number 2. It fell off. I think I need a stronger duct tape. Let's try again. No, it's just not gonna work. It's so hard to control and the beads are a little bit ugly. I will call reinforcements. Mouse! Mouse! Mouse!
What are you doing here? Anymore?
Mouse!
Can you help me? Yeah.
After some sweet coercion and a little bit of violence, I was able to convince Steve to roll paper beads with me, and we did that for several days, hours, weeks. One complete WrestleMania later, and we managed to roll 860 paper beads.
And how is WrestleMania this year?
Shushu, why are you not rolling beads? And as I don't wish to bore you to death with an infinite amount of time lapses, I will leave you with something special.
Naturellement, je me suis réveillée comme ça. Hashtag no filter. Bonjour Jérôme, qu'est-ce qu'il y a au programme d'aujourd'hui? Ah oui, bien sûr, la robe Julia Roberts. Dis-lui que c'est annulé. Non, non, je n'ai pas le temps pour ça. Je dois aller au bureau. Tout de suite. Oui, Cécile, donne-moi le 5 de licorne s'il te plaît. Non, Cécile, la bouteille d'or. Dépêche-toi, Cécile.
Merci, Cécile. Alors, la dernière fleur des Alpes. Rareté. Rareté.
Ah oui? Oh Julia, ça va? Oui, oui, c'est vrai. Nous devons reporter ta robe. Je suis désolée, mais je ne peux rien faire. Ok, ok, ok. Alors, à bientôt, à bientôt. This needy people are the death of me. Cécile, va les constamment feuiller à nouveau. Dépêche-toi, Cécile. Oh non, Cécile, ne la laisse manger ça. Je dois tout faire moi-même. To the flowers.
For the flowers, I will use the outside of the brochure because it's a thicker paper. I think it will withstand the heat better.
These are done. These to go. And these. And these. And these. I just came back and I realized that I left the press on all night. Oh my god. I even burned my finger. Because I thought it was out. That is so freaking dangerous. Stupid.
Forming the flowers is pretty easy but very time consuming. You have to choose the right bit, you have to wait for it to get warm, you have to press the flower and be careful not to burn the paper, and then you have to repeat this thousands of times until your hands almost fall off and you want to throw yourself out of the window for ever deciding to go into a project like this.
Let's glue some flowers.
I use normal Elmer's glue, the one that you used to eat in kindergarten. No secret here, just plain old glue, nothing special, nothing different.
Deine Mutter ist falsch rum. What's going on here? Sushi. Now I need to wait for them to dry so I can count them and put them away. But enough for today because my behind is square from sitting down. Good night. It doesn't seem like much, but in here are 1,200 flowers times 2 because each flower is made with 2 pieces. That means I pressed 2,400 flowers up to today, and we rolled, Steve and I, 860 paper beads. It's a lot of paper and a lot of hours, and now it's time for me to finally paint them with the spray paint. Welcome to my basement of horrors. Today I would like to introduce you to the incredible Fart Sucker 2000. This incredible machine. It's equipped with 2 bathroom exhausts, so I am able to use spray paint inside of the house without killing myself with the fumes from these terrible chemical components. The exhausts are attached to these tubes with a lot of duct tape and hot glue, and they lead
to the outside, where this window is very well closed with duct tape all around, so the fumes are not allowed to enter the room again. As I suspected, once I started spraying everything, the flowers went flying everywhere because it's paper. Come on, that spray paint is really strong wind for the poor flowers. So it took me longer than I thought it would to cover everything, but I managed.
Now that the flowers are drying downstairs, I have to start working on the bodice, and for that I will have to drape it before I cut on the paper because I have to be sure that it's fitting me perfectly. So now let's do some draping, shall we?
This is a pretty simple sleeveless design with a princess seam on the front and in the back and with a closure on the side, so no big mystery there. And this is also what I believe is the original. I generally drape only one side and then I duplicate this to make the other, but in this case I draped both sides so I could really test it with the fabric before cutting onto paper, and after I was done I adjusted everything needed and cut it on the final thing that I would wear. That was nothing more than a thicker paper that was really wide. I think it was 1.4 meters wide and is thick enough that it would prevent it from tearing while I wear it.
So I am testing running this through the machine, and it is actually working if I don't put pressure on it. I will have to glue some boning to the back here, so it will make the seam a little bit more stable because it's paper, so if I pull it, it will explode. I want the closure to be on the side, so I sewed it like this, stiff and papery.
I pressed the seams open with my hands because that's the only option I had.
I will use this,
which is actually a plastic boning that you can sew onto everything using a normal machine because it's lighter than official boning, but I chose to glue it instead of sewing. I wanted the paper to be as stable as possible.
This is how it's going to look like from the inside, and from the outside it's a normal seam.
For this step I am using contact cement to ensure maximum gluage.
This is it. A hot mess right now, especially from the inside. But now I am more confident that this will not explode on me.
I wanted to make a full circle skirt a little bit below of my knee, so I cut 2 pieces that will turn out to be half circle, and then I will attach them together to give it some fullness.
I decided to cut a little bit from the sides, not to have a full circle skirt because this paper is not really having the waves that I need it to be. And now there is one thing that I need to do before I attach this to the bodice. No, I am not entirely insane, just 80%. I do this so that I break the fibers from the paper and make it behave more like a fabric instead of a stick of paper. So when I wear this, it will have a little bit of that's haute couture. So we have now our beautiful bodice that's also a little crumply, but no big deal. The flowers will cover everything. I will try to attach the skirt to this now.
I had cut 2 strips of paper in the length of my waist to attach first to the bodice and then to the skirt from both sides, inside and out, so it doesn't slip away in a moment of pressure.
Oh no. It worked. Haha, I just tried it on and it worked out. And the feel that I'm going for, it's working. Yes, I am excited. Oh, never thought that this one would work, but this will be my first and maybe only Dior dress that I will ever have in my life. I'm digging it. Now it's time to glue some flowers. And now it's not time for the glue gun this time. I will use instead wood glue. 750 grams of wood glue. All of my painted flowers. I'm just curious how many more flowers I will have to do before I'm done with the dress. I think I would need at least double this amount. Oh my god. On a flat surface the glue works pretty fine, but on this, it's time for the glue gun. I wish I could use something more glamorous, but I will have to resort to this.
Oh, it was definitely the right thing to do. Now I can put them really close to each other and then you cannot see the paper underneath. Ow, I have blisters already. And ow, my fingers are full with hot glue. Ow, oh, 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 oh. Send help. This tiny part of the dress took me 1.5 hours. So the front part of the bodice is 95% ready. I will just then add later on the paper beads. Here I have my 800 paper beads. I was thinking about making flowers with them, but I was not able to get any beautiful shape without using wires, and I want to have as little intrusive materials here as possible, which actually means that I want to have as much paper as I can
To fill in those little gaps.
Ignore the camera on the corner. Almost 4 months have passed since I started this dress. I have to say it consumed my time and energy like no other project ever before, but I'm happy with the result. However, I do need to press more flowers. A lot more flowers, as I predicted. But let's do something different this time. Something cinematic. Call in the widescreen bars. Now some magic tint. And let's do this, shall we?
I am not an emotional person, but I have to admit I cried when I finished this dress and I saw the result. I don't like to brag about my work, but I'm really proud of this one. I really wanted to work for Dior. Even though it didn't work out that way, fashion is still a really big part of my life. And I love doing these weird projects that I will not be able to wear anywhere. Although I almost die each time, I really have a lot of fun creating this stuff. I seriously need to find a party right now to wear this dress. I will definitely try to wear this dress again because it was so much work, so many hours, so many brochures that I destroyed, and it's a pity that it will end in my wardrobe without ever seeing daylight again. So anyone there having a party that you wish to invite me to, I am glad to attend. I promise I will not make a fool of myself.
Es riecht nach Amsterdam und damit ist nicht Gras gemeint, sondern Kartoffeln.
It even survived the run for your life test. Run away from all those pervs. Just run away.
This dress is way too hot.
I know that my videos are not really instructive and you are probably never doing any of this shit in your life. But let me know if you try. I would love to see the results. This is for sure a very cheap alternative to buying a real Dior dress that most of us will never be ever able to pay, myself included. So...
I don't know why I keep making dresses where I can't fit. Let's give this a try. It hurts my soul. Quick, we need to move.
Ich kann das nicht zumachen.
Yes.
Nein.
So.
Terrible parents.
It survived. Oh my god. Didn't see my ass yet, but I think it survived.
And of course I had to do stupid stuff in front of Dior. I wanted actually to visit other headquarters, but they were having some road work, so we decided to go to the Champs-Élysées instead.
All of the pretty things. The dress is actually comfortable to wear, but it's kind of loud. I wonder if the original is also this loud, but it stays on place. Now I have to go back to my day job.
Maybe like this I can afford it? Just maybe? Maybe?
High fashion bitches.
I don't want to take this off. I want to stay like this forever. I feel pretty.